What's up, YouTube family? It's your boy Chris. I'm back again, and I told you all I would give you all more content. I would start dropping videos a lot more. The time had just been busy, but we got some more breaking free agency news. So I wanted to come on and give you all a video on my thoughts of these two signings. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below. Ring that bell so that way when I drop a new video, you all get the notifications. And if you like listening to podcasts, check out Drop Balls Podcast. I drop an episode every Tuesday. It is available on every major podcast platform: Google Podcasts, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Amazon Music, Amazon Audible. Wherever you listen to podcasts at, go ahead and tune in to Drop Balls Podcast. And subscribe to that as well. Subscribe, share, and everything. Like, comment, leave a rating, all of the above. Let me know what I can do better and what I can present to you all. Also, I'm going to be moving my videos from Drop Balls Podcast YouTube channel to Redacted Media YouTube channel. And I will tag the link down in the description, but I'm going to put all of my YouTube videos up there. So you all go ahead and subscribe to Redacted Media YouTube channel as well and ring the bell. It's a shared YouTube page with me and some of my friends who they have their own podcast and they do their own thing. But Drop Balls Podcast YouTube videos will be on that YouTube channel in the future. So go ahead and check it out. But so today we got breaking news. One of the biggest receivers of this free agency that everybody was waiting to sign, Kenny Golladay, has joined the New York Giants. I was about to say Jets. He joined the New York Giants. And so we got headway of this maybe like a couple days ago that he was visiting the Giants and he was in the facility, I believe, yesterday. And apparently, the Bears had offered him, but him and the Giants had been working they've been negotiating for the past 24 hours to get this deal done. And so this brings him to signing a 4-year deal for $72 million. Now, it could be worth up to, I believe it says $76 million. But he has $40 million in guarantees. Or guarantee is $40 million. So I like the signing. Kenny Golladay he's a big body receiver. He's, I believe, 6'4", maybe 215 pounds. He has 4.5 speed. I mean, he doesn't have like just straight burners, but he can create a little bit of separation. Last year he had a bunch of injuries. The year before, I believe he led the league in touchdowns and on like 116 targets or something like that. The only issue I have with Kenny Golladay is his catch percentage. Now, his catch percentage is not all that, and I got the stats up, and I'll put them up on the screen. His catch percentage over his 4 years in the league is 58%. Last year it was 62.5, but he only played 5 games. The year before is 56%, 58% in 2018, and 58% in 2017. So while he doesn't have a high catch percentage, he is productive. So last year in 2019, he had 1,190 yards and 11 touchdowns. Like I said, led the league in touchdowns for receivers. So I can't be mad at that. But this gives Daniel Jones another weapon to throw to. Like I said, he's not going to create a lot of separation, but what he will do, he is a great red zone target, and he's good at catching the 50-50 balls. He's a big receiver. You can't coach height. You can't coach speed. And he has a combination of both. Now, he's not DK Metcalf in the speed category, but he is tall. Or Chase Claypool. But he is a taller receiver that will go up and get the ball, and he's not afraid of that. But like I said, this gives Daniel Jones another weapon to throw to with Darius Slayton and Sterling Shepard. And I believe that will help his development, especially with Saquon Barkley coming back as well. That will help Daniel Jones' development, having those 3 receivers to throw to, as well as Evan Ingram if he ever gets his head out of his ass. And then you have Saquon Barkley as your security blanket. So that's great. That's great for the New York Giants. That's great for Kenny Golladay. Now, with this deal, if we're looking at all the money that he should get, the 4 years, $72 million, that's about $18 million a year average. So that is the highest paid receiver in this free agency. On the list, I definitely believe it puts him in the top 10, but I think it's like right behind Julio and D-Hop. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna look it up real quick to see what it is. Let's see, wide receiver contracts. Don't mind my keyboard. I know it's loud. So let's see. Yeah, so DeAndre. Okay, so well, it also puts him behind Amari Cooper, Keenan Allen, Michael Thomas. So he's right up there with Tyreek Hill and Odell Beckham. So he's right there with them and Allen Robinson, since he is on that what was it? Since I can't even think of the name of it, man. On the franchise tag, since Allen Robinson signed the franchise tag, he's due $17.9 million. So that puts him right above Allen Robinson. Like I said, he's top 10 in paid receivers. So that's good for him. He get that money, get that bag. Now, another player that joins the NFC East from way of the NFC South is Keanu Neal. So Keanu Neal was the starting safety for the Atlanta Falcons. The past 2 years, he's been riddled, or not 2 years, but before this past season, the 2019-2018 season, he was riddled with injuries. Tore his ACL in 2018, then came back and backdoored that by tearing his Achilles in 2019. Now, with Keanu Neal, you know, he's a legit safety. 2016, he came on the scene and he balled out. And 2017, balled out. And what we know about Keanu Neal is he's fast, he's athletic, and he brings a type of physicality to the safety position. Like, well, even just on the Atlanta defense, he brought this type of physicality to that defense. And so he signs a 1-year, $5 million deal with the Dallas Cowboys. Great. And, you know, you kind of could see this coming just because Dan Quinn left Atlanta. Now he's the defensive coordinator for the Dallas Cowboys. So now he gets a safety that's familiar with his system, his defensive scheme. Not only that, you get a safety that is physical. He's going to hit you. And like I said, he brings a physicality to the defense that Dallas didn't have. And so if we watch Dallas Cowboys football last year, Dallas did not have that physicality on defense. You know, they gave up on plays, and I don't know if it's just they was in the wrong spots. They didn't fill the right holes. They didn't, you know, execute properly or whatever it was. You just didn't see the physicality from Dallas's defense last year. So now you get a safety back there who's physical. He's decent in coverage. He's not the best safety that you want to put like on a slot receiver or anything like that. But we did see him in Atlanta being used to guard tight ends. And so he's guarded Jimmy Graham. He's guarded Cameron Brate. He's guarded Gronk. So we've seen him play on tight ends, and he's physical enough to hang in there with the tight ends. And even if he's covering a slot receiver, he's still physical enough to where it throws the receiver off a little bit. Because, you know, receivers, they don't want to be touched. They don't want to be touched when they're running their routes. You don't want to throw that timing off. So he's physical enough to throw that timing off if he's covering a receiver or a tight end with the quarterback and the receiver. So they get a physical safety who's versatile, and he's fast. Like, and he's gonna hit you. You catch that ball, he's gonna smack you, and try to dislodge the ball. Kind of like he's not this dude, but kind of like Cam Chancellor. If you touch that ball, Cam is gonna come try to knock your head off, and that's what you see with Keanu Neal. And if anybody ever played Madden, Keanu Neal is held to go against him and Jamal Adams on Madden. They X factors. You run to their side, most likely you get hit, you gonna fumble. So it is what it is. But I think that adds the physicality to Dallas's defense, and you get somebody in that knows the defensive scheme, knows the system that Dan Quinn is going to bring to the Dallas Cowboys, so he can kind of be the coach on the field and help out some of the younger players to understand the scheme and understand what they're going to be out there doing, like Trayvon Diggs, and you know, whatever corner they end up drafting this year or whatever they end up doing. I know they brought back Jordan Lewis, but whatever they end up doing at the corner position and with the linebackers and the defensive line. So I think these two were great pickups to add to the NFC East, to the Giants and to the Cowboys, just because what they bring to the table, and they can help the younger players develop. So I think those were great additions. Let me know what y'all thought about them. Let me know what y'all, if you're a Cowboys fan, let me know if you like the signing of Keanu Neal. Only thing is he got to stay healthy. Now, last year he did play 15 games, so that was a good thing. He played 15 games coming off of those two injuries, ACL and Achilles. And usually they come together. So, I mean, Hopefully, his best years are ahead of him. He's only 25 years old, so he has a lot of football left. So as long as his body can hold up, he'll be fine. But let me know what you all thought about those signings. Let me know, just let me know what y'all thought about free agency as a whole. Whether it's your, whatever team that you're a fan of. Let me know what you thought about y'all free agency down in the comments. And until next time, man, don't forget, subscribe, share, like, and comment, all of the above. And until next time, peace.